everyone. It's been a few days since I made my last video, which was an introduction just about everything in my life. But this video I wanted to focus on what's been happening to me recently, so the past year or so, and more specifically the last couple of months. At the beginning of the year, I really started to struggle. I had a lot of anxiety issues, and I've always had anxiety, and I've worried about everything a lot in my life, and I have had bouts of depression and everything like that, but it seemed to me like it was really getting out of hand. In the spring semester, I had a paper that was due, and it was a paper that I thought that I knew a lot about the subject. And I prided myself a lot on that. But I didn't want to write a paper based on everything that I already knew. I wanted to challenge myself and learn something new. So I set these standards for myself and these goals, and then I just blew the paper out of proportion in my head. I basically made it feel like it had to be a master's thesis, you know, for a stupid anthropology class. And I avoided it because I feared that it was going to be inadequate and that would reflect on my own intelligence. So I put it off, and then eventually the due date came and I didn't have a paper done. I wrote the professor a little while later and said, listen, I can pass your class without the paper. I just can't do it. Don't worry about it. But she pushed me and she said, you know, turn it in at least. And then I started to feel guilty for not turning the paper in on time. Everyone else had. Why hadn't I? I don't want any special treatment. Why can't she just let me fail like I should? Eventually, you know, for 3 weeks, I just got so depressed about this stupid paper. One paper just sent me into spiraling depression, you know. At one point I was sitting in a park bawling my eyes out, and I didn't know how I had gotten there, and I thought I really need to go to the hospital, but I didn't. But it just got so out of control. My anxiety just caused so much depression for a stupid paper. Eventually I wrote the paper and I turned it in, and I begged her not to give me any special treatment. Don't, you know, you need to take some points off for it being late. I don't want any special treatment. Please at least take half off. You know, I felt so guilty about even turning in the paper because I felt that I didn't deserve a score since I had put it off so much. I felt that it was my own fault, even though it was my anxiety causing all of this. Well, she ended up giving me a perfect score on the paper, which I was actually then very angry about. Then I got angry that I got a perfect score, and everyone's like, oh, just take it. And I'm like, no, because I didn't earn that. I didn't earn that perfect score. It was a stupid paper. It wasn't even written well. And I just felt so bad about this paper. And I know it sounds so silly. One paper made me feel like this. But, I mean, that really speaks to the kind of person I am. I mean, I don't feel like I deserve anything. I feel stupid and I feel worthless all the time. And people just don't get how deeply I feel this. So, then during the summer I was just working full time, and that's another thing that made me feel very inadequate and bad about myself, because I felt like no matter how much I worked, it was never good enough. And nobody else did the same work as I did. They just stood around and didn't do anything. No matter how many hours I scrubbed the freaking floors or whatever, nobody helped me, and I felt. And then they never took me off the position. I was stuck on one position the entire 2 years that I was there, even though I really wanted to go to the back of the house and I wanted to prep the food. But nope, stay on the cash register, Jess. But oh, you're the best employee here, blah, blah, blah. Eventually I quit because the anxiety and just feeling so angry and frustrated and let down just got to me. So I quit and decided I was going to go to school full time this semester. So the semester started, and I started by taking 5 classes, and then I realized, well, the workload is going to be too heavy. So I dropped one. And then my history class was what started it this semester. I have never been really involved in history. History's okay. Like, I do find certain things in history very interesting, but not a whole lot. American history is kind of boring to me, except for, like, you know, the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's something I'm very interested in, but I only like international history. So the professor kind of seemed hoity-toity, and I felt like I'm really dumb in this class. And it's an upper level class, and I just started to feel inadequate again, and I started not reading, and I started not writing the papers, because I was terrified to write those papers, because I just felt in my mind that he was just gonna say, wow, this girl's a moron. I ended up getting the one paper that I wrote back. I got a perfect score on it, but I managed to talk myself into the fact that he would think I'm a total moron, and that everything that I have to write is pointless and stupid, and I have no good opinions, and I'm not smart at all. So it was this stupid history class that just started eating away at me, and eventually I just stopped going to all my classes, and I stopped doing all my assignments, and I've been seeing a therapist since the beginning of September, and she's kind of been watching me slowly just become who I am now, and she's been helping me. I mean, the therapy's helping, and it's just painful when you start therapy. It opens up a lot of, you know, stuff that you just don't want to deal with, and I really have to face the fact that I hate myself so much, and that's my core belief, and I really believe that, and I just can't believe that no one else can see why. Like, I asked my husband over and over again, why do you love me? I can't believe that anyone would like me or love me or anything. I'm not worth it. And so I just have these deep-seated beliefs, and now therapy is, you know, digging into that wound, and pulled a Phil Davidson there, but so I don't know. Right now I'm doing a medical withdrawal from all my classes because I can't finish, and I'm on medication. I'm on Paxil, and for the past couple weeks that's been causing a lot of insomnia, but she changed the time of day when I take it, so I think that's gonna help. But right now I'm kind of in limbo. Every day is a different day. Today's a good day. You know, for example, I managed to get out of bed today, and I managed to go get cat food for my cat, and woo, that's a victory for me, you know, and that just sounds so stupid, but some days I just can't even get out of bed. I feel so hopeless and depressed, and so much hate for myself, and so much guilt, and I don't know what to do. I really feel alone in this. I mean, I have maybe 2 really good friends. 2. And one moved away, and the other one, I don't know, I don't see her that much. They're not even, you know, I don't really have anyone that understands me. I don't really have a best friend, because no one really understands me. I feel like I'm putting on a face, you know, a mask. I've got my husband, but I feel like he's never dealt with this. He's never really dealt with the whole mental health or mental illness thing, and so he doesn't know what to do, and he's just there, and I love his support, but I need friends, or I need a support group or something. I feel so hopeless and alone, and some days I just don't even want to go on. It's so hard right now, and I feel so guilty about this. I feel stupid. Like, why? Why couldn't I finish the semester? It's college. I mean, woo, it's so hard, you know, like, it shouldn't be hard. But it is. Every day is hard. Now I can't do anything. I really can't. I feel completely paralyzed. What am I going to do with my life? What? I don't feel like I'm going to be able to contribute anything to the field of sociology or anything to anyone's lives. I feel like I have no purpose for being here. Why am I alive, you know? Why? I don't do anything. I don't do anything. I sit around and, in my bed and I play stupid online games and I don't do anything. I've never done anything exceptional in my life. I'm just here. I don't know why. I feel so alone. I just don't know what to do. So, I guess that's how I'm feeling right now, and I'd really like to try to make videos as much as possible every day or several times a day if I can, just to kind of chronicle how I'm feeling and if I'm improving at all, and talk about different issues and just talk about anything really. I don't know. So hopefully you'll see more videos if you want to keep watching, but if you don't, I understand, and that's okay. So I guess I'm just doing this to make me feel better. I like to hear myself talk, so it's better than blogging. I can't write, so well, that's all. So thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.